radio in Tomorrowland. Here's Chris Reid.
Well, good evening. Welcome to Cosmic Reid Live right here on WDW News Today. I'm Cosmic Chris Reid, along with Jeff Melcars, Angelina Alberto. It is so nice to be with you here once again on your Monday evening, and happy Labor Day. It's Labor Day up here in Canada, and I know it is down in the States as well. Jeff, you guys were partying hard for Labor Day, weren't you?
I had, as Thomas Strong already pointed out, Jeff was laboring hard this Labor Day. And I actually thought when we were speaking just off air a couple moments ago that you were trying to steal our holiday up in Canada. But apparently it's a real thing. I didn't think you guys had anything going on.
No. We have Labor Day, and it is in fact spelt with a U in the word labor. So there you go with that. Yeah.
It's a little different.
Right? I mean, yeah. It's a little different, but it's okay. It's all right.
I would just like everyone in the chat room to know that they both, I think, well, Chris is going to claim he didn't, but they both had to Google it. So they both had to see, like,
I knew.
I was like, what is that?
Victoria Day is some other day in May. I think it's the May long weekend or something like that. Anyways, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about tonight.
No. Mandy has a drinking game. Hold on a second. Mandy has a drinking game every time Chris quote as well. There you go. I will now take, look, I brought this. Because it's
every time I what? What is this?
Every time where did it go? It already left. Every time
as
Chris
well.
says
every time I say as well.
So let's hit it.
Do I do that a lot?
As well? I didn't know you
enough.
said that a lot. I've never heard it.
I didn't know that.
Thank you.
I didn't know that as well. Okay. Now I'm like paranoid at 3 minutes into the show here, but let's see what we can do tonight. It's I'm paranoid now.
Oh my God,
like,
this is excellent. Just give me one more before we get going.
No, don't. Let's get this show going. So
right,
what we're talking about today is, snap your fingers and something from the Walt Disney World Resort gets completely eliminated, gone. It just disappears. It's like Thanos came by. You said, "Hey, Thanos, snap that thing over there." And he snapped his fingers, and that was it. So we're going to go through each park. I always say that, but we'll get there. We have just less than an hour to do it.
I think we can get through this tonight, though. I am curious. There was a lot of Twitter action out there. So Alyssa just said drink. She's going to be drunk. Thank you, guys. Yeah, this is great, guys. Keep track.
Did I say it? Did I say it?
Okay, look. I hope they just actually call you out for it.
I've done broadcasting for like nearly between 15 and 20 years. I used to say absolutely way too much, and I think I'm still guilty of it. I didn't know I say I'm not going to say it because then you're going to have to drink.
No, you have to say it.
But I didn't know as well.
Drink tonight, Chris. So just keep going.
Hey, I'm the one drinking water. I'm the one drinking water. So
cheers.
You guys are going to be in trouble with this one. Okay. You know what, though? Before we get to that, so last week we were doing our own restaurants, and I had several direct messages come in as well on Twitter on that, and I want to go right to my phone right now because I promised I would do this to him last week. Galactic Hero, Chef, and Pilot of the Millennium Falcon had a great idea for a restaurant. I just want to run this down really, really quick, all right? He says, Imagineering a restaurant in Magic Kingdom. I will tweet the simple one later with pics. It says, a dinner show on a totally rethemed, reworked Discovery Island. This dinner show is only available by entry to Magic Kingdom. 2 check-in points, one inside the park near Main Street, then another at the docks before boarding a special watercraft boat that brings guests to Discovery Island. On the island, there would be one main structure built like a carousel of progress. It doesn't matter, either the stage or dining room would move. A dining room per scene, where each scene is animatronics playing for 10 to 12 minutes. Then it rotates to a new musical group of animatronics. Classics, cover songs, and current pop hits. I had this as an idea when the Country Bears were on the chopping block, but this would work all scenes, kind of like Mickey Mouse Review back in the day. Wow, sorry, that was wrong. Cool, though, to do something on Discovery Island, right? Did I say it? I didn't say it.
No, you didn't say it. I grew very.
Jeff just wanted to drink.
I grew very thirsty. During that.
You just
But that sounds amazing.
So
That, I mean, like, seriously.
Yeah, and it's interesting
something needs to happen with that real estate. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely. I think so too. And it's funny. When we were talking about, I think, yeah, I'm done. I'm just going to walk away. When we were talking last week about the restaurants and that,
No, I was just going to say, we're trying to get Alyssa on Twitter, and she didn't understand how all of that had fit into a tweet. And I, at the beginning, was a little bit. So that must have been, that was an email. Gotcha. Yes.
Yeah. That was a DM on Twitter. Yeah, at Cosmic Reid, if you want to do that. But I thought it was interesting that we also were talking about last week about dinner theater shows, and this would be kind of a similar way that was direct messaged before the show, and I had just happened to miss it, but I wanted to mention that as well. I want to give a shout out now to some people in the chat. We got Super Bowl champs in there, Mandy's in there, I got Robert D, Penguin Project, to see everyone as well. Jarrett, welcome to the show. Alyssa, of course, I know that you're in there as well. So hey,
oh my god, I almost missed it. Thank you. Cheers, Alyssa.
Kieran, welcome to the show. Thank you so much again. Good to see you, David, and Arch as well. Arch Fox in there as well. Thank you so much. More Beverly.
They're already wanting to do
Disney dude.
Yeah, they're already wanting
Jose.
to do a Wigs roll call.
Good to see you, Joel. I'm just saying hi to everyone.
So much.
I'm just saying hi to everyone at this point here. Robert D, 80s Epcot kid, good to see you again there. Michael, welcome to the show. Going to be a lot of fun. So we want to talk a little bit about we're going to tease our Halloween shows in a little while, but let's get into this because we did have a lot of tweets come in about what people wanted eliminated from the park. So we'll get to that in our Team Cosmic segment a little bit later in the program. Let's start this off right now, guys. Let's go to Magic Kingdom to kick it all off. And this is going to be, I can see this is going to be a little bit heated at times. You know, it's all in fun. Like, obviously, we like doing the Imagineering thing on the show where we like to just kind of pretend what could happen, imagine what could happen, or make our own rules for the parks. So let's start in Magic Kingdom.
We got to stop you for a quick second.
Oh my goodness.
We got a super chat from Robert D starting it off, and he says, and away we go. That's a great way to start it. Thank you so much, Robert.
Thank you very much for that. Totally appreciate that. Amazing. Always appreciate the super chats. Thank you so very much. And of course, if you're watching this video, if you want to give it a like, you can do that too with a little thumbs up below the boxes where we are.
I didn't do the thing that I normally do still sober, but I back, like Angelina actually tweeted earlier this morning. I just could not agree with her more that normally it's like basically the essence is, I'm going to say it every week, people. Joel, what's up? Just saw you out there. It's what we kind of live for on Mondays, man. It gives Mondays. Like everybody has a case of the, and now I look forward to it. So without further ado, cheers, Chief. Cheers to you.
Will, welcome to the show. He says Will says he's lurking but not chatting. Good to have you with us as well. Era, welcome to the show. And to start this off with her comment, she said, "Put Country Bears out of its misery." So that is what Era would eliminate from Magic Kingdom. With that being said, right? She said that. Yeah, we're going to show her tweet later in the show. Okay. But let's, of course, now throw it to Angelina, who might agree with this tweet.
Does she have a timeout graphic yet? Because she needs
not yet. She might need one after tonight.
Just
please, people,
wait.
be nice with her.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm ready to be the villain. Y'all, I'm nervous to talk about this, but I'm ready to be the villain. So, Country Bears. Put Big Al out. He's done. He needs to retire. They've had their time. They're outdated. They're a little controversial at some points. And it's only a good space for air conditioning. I put on my Twitter at Angelina Morella, and I asked, is Country Bears good for an attraction or is it good for the air conditioning? And I can tell you right now, we are at 50-50. So
you did an informal poll. Mm-hmm.
I did a formal poll. No, I'd say it's pretty formal. And it's 50-50. Okay. So I know that there's a lot of people in the chat that don't agree with me, but I know that I have Alyssa on my side. There are a couple of other people that also agree with me. Mm-hmm.
Was Alyssa?
Don't
really
even try and get
Alyssa,
her on your side because it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. She supports me.
I haven't seen her say it yet. There was oh my gosh, wow! I thought I knew you better than that, Alyssa. I will tell you that yesterday, you guys ever go through like the the YouTube rabbit hole? Shots fired. There you go, man. Robert D goes, OMG, shots fired. Here we go. I will say this.
Oh wow! And a super chat from JD, $1.99. Hashtag save the Bears. JD.
Hey, right on. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thanks.
You
JD.
were my
Appreciate
favorite, JD,
that.
at one point.
There we go.
Yeah. Joel's pro Bears.
Thank
That's all
you so
I need.
much.
Where's Thomas? Thomas Strong. I will
Totally
say this,
disagree.
and this it's totally like the timing is impeccable because everybody probably was in and out of maybe Tom. Tom was live streaming, I believe it was yesterday, and you go down that like YouTube rabbit hole, and I'm either gonna like pop on like a Slayer video or something, and then next to it is like recommended. It's very odd. It's like a Slayer video, and then like, oh, Tom's at Magic Kingdom. Let's see where he is. So I click it, and he literally had just sat down. I almost put it in the group chat, and I just for Angelina, but I wanted to poke the bear, so to speak. And but he literally was sitting down in the theater, and it was like the show was about to start. So I sat in my beautiful abode in Atlanta, Georgia, and I watched the Bears, and I laughed heartily, if I may say, and I'm in my own air conditioning. But I'm with it. Look, can I just say, and I'll contradict myself because one of my picks, but Joel even just said, man, he's a nostalgic guy. He's there for nostalgia. I mean, didn't they do a Christmas overlay on that thing once, or holiday? I don't know how political we are here. Christmas,
Sounds familiar that they did. Yeah, it was like a
that?
holiday hoedown. Yeah,
He did a holiday overlay. Like maybe they need to do something like that. Like maybe they need to change it a couple times a year. Like maybe, I mean, Angelina just wants to, I guess, take a wrecking ball to it. I don't know if you want to put something else there, but I mean, like, it is just one of those things. And maybe on a hot August day, that is why I go. But I mean, I leave with a smile on my face, Angelina. I'm going to stand by it. Cheyenne goes, there's going to be like a fight with the fam tonight. This might be the first time this is episode 26. The first.
Okay, but when have you ever gone into Magic Kingdom and said, we need to go do Country Bears right now, let's go? Like, when have you ever done that?
I am going to tell you this, man. I have a reason for it, and I think it is even Mom said yesterday why they were there. Because it was one of the busier, it's probably been one of the busier weekends, I think, since the parks like reopened with the reservation system.
It was. Labor Day was
right.
busy.
Like, so there was a lot of people. So, I mean, like, Chris, you're laughing at something. I don't even know. But it's like,
probably the chat. It's quite hilarious.
Okay. Yeah, God, I can't, I'm very ADHD, people. I can't read the words and pontificate the way I need to. But anyways, like, so it's one of those things, right? Like, if Haunted Mansion has a 120-minute wait, I'm hitting the Bears, man. I might hit it twice. I don't even know. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, there's a
because you want the air
some of those
conditioning.
Okay, Angelina, don't put words into my mouth here. Okay, it's on a hot day, you might be right, but I've also been known to sit through the freaking joke attraction, which is the name is escaping me right now.
Well, Jeff or Chris, please tell me what is something better at Magic Kingdom that you would rather snap away.
Well, let me just say
hot
my
right now.
Yeah, okay, and I'm getting there. So on behalf of everyone who wants the Country Bears to stick around, this one is for you.
I don't like this.
Wait, so you don't either?
No. I wanted to stick around. The people that had to deal with that and hear all that. Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. So the air conditioning, yes, it's cool. I do agree that the Country Bears, just like any other indoor place, is a good air conditioning break. I do like the nostalgia bit of it. I admittedly don't go on it every single trip. I don't know. I've done it a bunch of times and just don't feel the need to do it every single time. And the clicking and the clacking, it's like, I don't know if that's part of the charm or what.
Dude, that is part of the charm. I almost just brought up the clicking and the clacking. I'll take a freaking Spotify playlist of it. Let's go. Give me that. Just the clicks and clacks, no other audio.
Super chat from Thomas. $3. Jeff is my spirit animal. Save Big Al. Save the Bears. Yeah, you
are mine, Thomas.
The Country Bears were not my pick, and I knew this was going to get a little bit heated. Take away the Bears, then take away Pirates, and Small World and Carousel of Progress. Let's. Oh boy!
What are we
very
left
upset.
with?
Okay, all right. Okay. Hang on.
Okay.
Horatio, hang on.
Hey man,
save the Bears.
You are getting beat, Angelina. You were getting beat just on Super Chat. So I don't know about your informal.
I stand by it. I stand by it.
Epcot kid.
$5. 80s Epcot
That's
kid.
right,
Save the
80s
Bears.
Epcot kid.
Tomorrowland Speedway
Save the
needs to
Bears.
go or be sponsored by Tesla. Go electric and actually be part of the future. So with that comment, let me move this conversation on, because the one that I picked to be removed, eliminated, is the Tomorrowland Speedway. It smells, it stinks. It's just, it's a huge piece of real estate in tomorrow. Did I? Okay, go after. But it's a huge piece of real estate in Tomorrowland. It doesn't. It's got to go. It can't be good for the environment.
Who just said this? Well, they closed it for building Tron, but I mean, like they're reopening it. Or it's already reopened. Well, who just said somebody just said something about like it's with the I'm sorry, Alyssa just pointed out when I'm very passionate about something, I scream into the mic, so apologies for that. I just need to make sure, as an only child, I need to make sure that I'm definitely heard. But I think that is a thing. It closed for Tron, but I mean, it's just the gas fumes, man. Like it's straight up old school. So like I'm all about nostalgia.
That's just it.
Somebody said, or Tesla sponsors it or something. Oh my God, Alyssa, you did not. You did not.
I love Alyssa.
$5.
Okay.
Yes.
Alyssa gets a 30-second timeout graphic next week.
Have it be known, I support Angelina, Alyssa. Thank you. Oh, and Jose, save the Speedway. # partner with Tesla. There you go. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
The Speedway doesn't do anything for me. I don't, I went on it when I was younger. I don't know. I just think something better, it could go there in Tomorrowland. And if it's shut for Tron right now, great. I don't know if it's going to open up again. I assume it would. I just think that's the one thing it needs to go. You need to keep the Country Bears. You need to keep the Pirates and all those classic rides. There's no way you can get rid of those. So I'm on that. I'm on that board for anyone in the chat that is just a little bit heated. No, I'm on your side. I'm with you. All right. So I'm going. There you go. Speedway.
So Michael just said it's currently open. Yes, it was. I know it was closed for like maybe a couple of the beams or something. Some type of structure had to happen with Tron. What is Angelina doing? Your chat window is covering you, so I can't see her. Let me move this over here. What was she just doing?
They're giving us a thumbs
Just putting my
down.
thumbs down.
What were you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I knew she was gesticulating in some way, and I don't think I liked it like Regis. Oh, there we go. There it was. Well, look,
they shortened the track.
Regis, man.
Yes.
Oh, did they really? Okay. All right. Well,
that's what. Yeah, I think that's what they did for Tron, right? Yeah. But I still just, you know what? It smells terrible, and it's just the same as Autopia is in Disneyland. That's the one I'd get rid of in Disneyland. I know it's old and it's been there for years and decades, but it doesn't do anything. It goes slow. Like when they first opened, at least in Disneyland, they were able to, like, the cars weren't on an actual track that's, somewhat controlled. They were just like go-kart, like slow go-karts, and we're getting
felt a little more dangerous.
That's what they were back years ago. Yeah, for sure it was. But so they're controlled to a point now.
I think that we should make the point though, and I want to say Alyssa and me are on the same wavelength here. She said in the chat, not the cars, it's the only way I can drive. I drive, and Autumn, her seeing eye dog, sits next to me and tries not to jump out. # blind problems. And also children too. They love to drive, and that's the only time that they can drive. So I'm going to play devil's advocate, I feel like, today. It's going to be me.
I wholeheartedly disagree with this, but it's fine. We can virtually hug it out here. My kids love this damn ride.
Yeah, absolutely we can. Yeah. Yes.
I wish I could say your name, but it's a lot of letters and some numbers. The R Bay.
What? Who's? Oh yeah.
Yeah. It made me laugh out loud.
Yeah. I agreed. Penguin says get rid of Laugh Floor. That's another one. I mean, that's a big real estate in Tomorrowland. It's another big space in Tomorrowland, right? Timekeeper, my goodness. get rid of Barnstormer. Another one's get rid of Barnstormer. Wait a second. Yeah, you know what? Barnstormer. The last time I went on that way was in Toontown. So there you go. That's that's a couple years ago.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, look, you stole my Speedway, or half the chat room did. So I think can we did the chat room, because like it's flying by so fast tonight. Alyssa, I'll get there. You and I might be on the same page in a second. But the chat is going so fast tonight. Like, do people want to save the Bears more, or do they want to save Speedland more? Speedland, it's not even the real thing.
Oh, definitely the Bears.
Definitely.
Okay. They want to save the Bears. Yeah. And I'm on board with saving the Bears. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well,
I hope Horatio is still in the chat.
Horatio, let us know.
We walked away.
Cheyenne.
Yeah. Let us know. Get him back in the chat if you can. Okay. We're sorry. This is just. Okay. Oh, hey, look at this.
Oh, look at that.
Love you all.
Save the
Bears.
I'm just a cricket. What's up,
Cricket?
Hi.
Thank you so very much.
Hi, Cricket.
Thank you so much. Totally appreciate that.
Thank you.
There we go. Yes, Horatio. There you go. Okay. When you have kids, you will understand the kids do like the cars. Yeah. I do have a son.
Chris.
He's a year and a half. He is starting to like cars and playing with this little ramp and these little toys that we've given him. And I admit I would go on a ride on the Tomorrowland Speedway, but if we had to take something out, that's the one I would pick. And that's why I think this is kind of fun, because everyone's opinion is different. Everyone has a different, perception of stuff. And we just like to kind of get around like a big family here and talk it out, and see what those different opinions are. Because there's so many things in Walt Disney World, and people love stuff and don't love stuff. And it's all good. We all share that love of Walt Disney World. And I think that's super important to remember when we have what could be like a hot topic, like it is and probably still will be tonight. So appreciate everyone tuning in and giving us the time to talk about stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
Rob is saying refills for all at 25 after, though I think Chris is actually doing pretty good tonight, so I don't know if we have to worry about it quite as much. But yeah. Can I just because like Alyssa and I are usually like kind of in simpicado, don't you guys think? Oh, she just said something. Oh, yeah. See, I was just about to get on your Alyssa. I was just about to say, man. Okay, all right. I thought she and I were going to get on the same page, but because she actually said the carpets, and so since you took Speedway, my second round was going to be, in case that happened, they have three versions of the same freaking ride, man, and then as like a bonus, yes, Alyssa, I'm getting very close to the mic because why is this? They have three versions of the same ride in one park, and then like the bonus one just dropped into Animal Kingdom, right? Like that should be bulldozed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean the carpets and the Dumbo. I mean, I think even Leah's like, all right, you got to save Dumbo out of all of those. The rest are just, you know what?
Yes.
Now I'm so upset. Yeah. Get rid of Dumbo too. I don't even care. That is a silly.
No, don't do that.
No. Joe's gonna leave because Dumbo is iconic as well. Dumbo is iconic.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let me take a breath. Hold on a second. I think I learned some yoga.
You good over there?
Oh, wait.
You good?
Okay. Dumbo can stay. Okay. The other two got to go.
There you go.
That's it. Okay. Michael's upset. Okay. All right. We just did it. You guys convinced me. Dumbo can stay. But the carpet's got to go. And then the thing on top.
Burn the carpets.
Astro Orbiters.
Oh, Astro Orbiters.
I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just raised up and might go a little bit faster.
This one's even worse. You've got to wait for an elevator
so bad
to get up there. Like,
and you can only be a certain size. Like that, it doesn't make any sense. If you're too tall, you can't ride that ride. Why is it there? That's not fair.
You know what? Mm-hmm. I'm suddenly more upset about these rides than I am the Speedway. So that's my pick. So there you go. Now all three of us said different things. Just instantly. That happened organically.
Yeah, you know what? Yep. Yeah, I totally agree that the carpet should also go. Some people did mention that on Twitter, and we will do that a little bit later in the show. What are we sitting at? 25 after the hour here. We've done one park.
Wow, I thought this was going to be fine. I didn't think this was going to be a problem at all.
No,
you don't need two of the same ride.
Horatio. Horatio, it's 4 of the same ride, dude. It's 3 in the same park and then 1 in Animal Kingdom. It's the same ride.
Or like the 2 Dumbos, and then you got the flying carpets, and then you got Astro Orbiter.
Carpets,
yeah, no, I get it.
Astro Orbiter, and
We all
then
might
the one
need-
in Dino Land. What's the
Cheyenne's got a point.
Triceratops
We
spin,
all
dude.
might
It's
need-
the same ride.
Well, we'll get to Animal Kingdom in a second, but Cheyenne was
I'm
saying we
just
all might
pointing
need
it out.
stress balls after this. I have a big stress ball like right over here. I'm not kidding. There's a big stress ball right over here, and I will be using it afterwards.
Wow.
So yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's okay. As someone said, we can delete teacups as well.
Honestly, Michael, I kind of agree with you there. I get very ill on that, but Horatio would get upset with me because nostalgia. Again, the teacups is a big. And Magic
I love
Kingdom
a
is
teacup.
full of nostalgia, so that's the problem.
Yeah.
No. Can I ask one
Thanos
question?
snap
If
1
I
hour
just-
shows. We need 2.
if I just threw out, and this is just like in an alternate parallel universe, just saw Tenet. It's fantastic, by the way, and it really scrambled me up. So in a parallel universe, I would go, what if I said Small World? Would the place go nuts or what? Or is everybody
Absolutely.
the place would go nuts, right?
yeah.
Okay, I'm not saying it.
Okay.
I'm not saying.
Oh,
I'm not
no.
saying it then.
Don't say
Horatio
it.
is very
Don't say
upset.
it.
Let's move
We gotta.
on.
Okay. We're gonna move on. You keep giving us your thoughts though on Magic Kingdom, and as they come up, we will read those as well. So let's move on. Let's go talk about.
I said it was a parallel universe, guys. Relax.
Oh, you got a boo from Thomas, Jeff.
I know. Thomas, we're buds. Dude. Don't worry, that did not happen. Okay.
Oh wow.
Jeff is kidding. I'm totally kidding. That did not happen.
He's kidding. That didn't go the way that you wanted it. So let's move on. All right. Jeff
Okay,
said
we'll move on.
Speedway.
We'll move on.
People were very passionate about the Bears, and I was just
Joel,
curious,
Jeff is
like, what is the next? Yes, everything's okay. I did not pick that. I said in a parallel universe, if that had been picked, wow. And I think we all know the answer. Let's move on, shall we? Good heavens.
Let's move on. All right. So
Cheers to that.
let's go to a different park where maybe there's going to be just more agreement in this one. Let's go over to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and here it comes again. Snap and
I'm gonna make
oh,
everyone upset with this one. Just wait. This one.
I haven't. Robert D, $5 super chat. I haven't laughed this hard for a week. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, good.
Thank you so very much.
I'm glad that you're laughing because
Oh no.
I'm sweating.
Horatio, yes, we are definitely, we are still Disney fans. It's just this is a hard topic to do, and of course, nothing is going away. Nothing we're talking about that we know of. Stuff happens, and you go to www.newstoday.com and you can find out all the latest news as it happens. But this is just purely for fun. This is purely for fun. No, Small World. Jeff was just kidding. It's all good. It's all. We were just kidding. I don't even know what to do anymore. This was just. I'm just going to keep playing that Regis thing in my head.
I really thought that I said like in a parallel. I was trying to, okay.
You did. What
Jeff about was the piano player outside of the sports corn dog
just
stand?
Stop.
Why? What are you doing?
Go ahead.
Never do
Why?
it to you. Why would you? Hang on. Hang on.
Let's go.
Let's.
Yeah, please and thank
now
you.
my background switches for some reason, but that's fine. I don't care. Let's just do that for about 30 seconds to a minute. Are people applauding in the chat yet? Let's see. Okay. Okay, we're gonna move on to Disney's Hollywood Studios. I mean, these are all going to be kind of controversial, I think, and not everyone's going to agree, and some people will agree. I will start with. No, okay, go ahead. You go ahead and start. Yeah.
You want me to go? Okay, because I think that a lot of people will agree with me here. I would more than gladly like to get rid of the Little Mermaid experience. I don't even know the full name. The Little Mermaid thing. It's another air conditioning room for me.
The Voyage of the Little Mermaid. Oh, the show.
Yes.
The Voyage of the Little Mermaid. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
We don't.
I mean,
I don't. It's just another air conditioning for me, and not really interested.
$5 from 80s Epcot Kid. Thank you so very much. And get rid of whoever designed the current park in the past 10 years. Not what it meant to be, and a hodgepodge of rides out of place. Lost identity. Yep, no kidding. I agree. Studios is a little bit. Yep. Wait, did I say as well?
Oh no, I'm losing support from Alyssa. Oh boy.
All right, we're gonna bring this guy back here. Hang on. There he's back. He's back. Okay. All right. He's
30
back.
seconds, by the way.
That was like at least 2 minutes, 30 seconds because the chat room was just too heated here. So, Jeff, you were gone. I don't know if you could probably hear, but Angelina's pick was The Voyage of the Little Mermaid. As getting rid of that, I know. Like we're actually all of three of us are like big into live theater in some aspect in our life, and it's been there a very, very long time. I would like to maybe see something new there as well. Having said that, I'm a sucker for like the 90s Disney music. I love it, and that soundtrack I do appreciate. So I'll still keep going to it. It wasn't my pick. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what did the chat room say? Because I got to tell you right now, God, Angelina, me and you, I'm glad that you can't get into the, or wait, no, it's the other way around. I can't get into your country because of the virus. Sorry. Yeah, we would have words. We would have heated words. So I get what you're saying. I put this in the air conditioning kind of thing. And I do love, unlike the Bears, that it is live. And we really might need a 2-hour show on this because when I was in college, can I tell this story? Can I have 30?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, this is a true story. I mean, like when I was in college, I'm sure you guys have a tough time figuring out that maybe I'm not the best student. I don't know, right? Shocking, I'm sure. So I had gotten into like my second year, and I went to UConn, University of Connecticut, and it is one of a few schools in the country, our country, that has a major in puppeteering. Okay, it's an actual thing.
Oh yeah.
And so my guidance counselor like pulls me in and is like, "Hey man, you got to make like a choice here, right?" And so like real conversation, I was like, what can I do where I don't have to take any more math for like the rest of my life? And obviously he had been asked this question multiple times. And it's like, well, you could do puppetry. And I literally, the first thing that jumped in my head was, I bet it's tough to get a job on Sesame Street because I just couldn't think of anything else at the time. I go, what else he got? And he's like, communications. He's like, I go, sign me up. And that was pretty much it. But then like now in the world, you know, Avenue Q comes out. You talk about like live theater, like that show, that second scene where they do Under the Sea with the real puppets, like that is like some amazing stuff because you already pointed out how long the show's been running. But I mean, like it is perfectly choreographed, perfectly orchestrated. They must do like 87 shows a day. So that would make me sad. It would make me sad if it's gone. But I guess I'm not going to fight you on it. I'm not going to fight you on it like I am the Bears.
I wouldn't mind if the journey or Voyage of the Little Mermaid rather, you know, becomes something else, like a different style stage show, something like that. I wouldn't mind that, but that the black light scene is really, really cool with all those puppets. Yeah, that is no denying that the talent in that is the talent in the entire show is great, and the puppets are just fantastic. Ara
in the chat just even said, if you want to talk puppetry, Nemo and the Lion King do it better. And I'm not even disagreeing with that. But Nemo's a much newer show, and I mean, even with the Lion King. I mean, am I wrong that was there on like day one? I mean, Little Mermaid's been there forever.
Which,
I mean, maybe not.
That's the only reason that I really want to get rid of it. Is just that it's been there since day one, and I think that it just needs some like zhuzhing, like it just needs something new. That's all. I don't disagree with you. The puppeteering, the singing, everything phenomenal. But it's just old, and that's all.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Karen,
thanks so much for joining us. Thank you for joining us, Karen. Thank you. Okay, so and I guess that maybe this is a little bit too late, but the other thing I was going to say of this show is that when we pick attractions, we got to pick attractions that we've experienced at some point in our life. I can't say like get rid of the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster, because trust me, I would be all over that if I could, but it's not a thing yet, and I haven't ridden it. No one has. Just the idea, but that's a whole different show. But anyways, Disney's Hollywood Studios. Jeff, what's your pick for Disney's Hollywood Studios?
Okay. Are you how close are you to the 30-second mute button? I'm just.
Oh.
Is it
do you
right?
want me to go
right
first? Are you afraid? Do you want?
Well, I mean, there's almost no way that this is not going to happen. Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm ready to go.
Get
Okay,
ready.
here you go. Just
brace yourself. Well,
get ready, chat room.
Let me get ready.
And
I already don't like this.
Say this, and you should not like this. I am going to say, and maybe it's just because because of theming, dude, I'd get rid of Star Tours, man. There, I've said it. I said it. I would get rid of Star Tours. I think it is old body. I don't like this. It is old Body Wars technology. Yes. Old Body Wars technology. That's right. And it's in the wrong place anyways. If you want to pick it up and throw it over in the Star, but it's like basically the new attraction is better anyways. So why would we not put something? I don't like this. Okay. All right. Let me look in the chat room real quick.
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mute him. Wow. Oh, my Star Wars heart.
Look.
I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say. I love Star Tours was the first attraction ride that I ever went on. The first one we did was the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. We watched that show. Then we hit Star Tours back in the early mid 90s.
Look, I'm making room for
walk to the
attraction.
ocean, Jeff.
These are some of the best answers ever in and
I don't like Star Trek.
I wanted to say
Star Trek.
I wanted to say I originally wanted to say the Indiana Jones thing, but then I was like, you know what, this is
don't
just
save that for me. I'll say that.
Oh, really? But I realize that I have lost all of you forever, and I apologize. I'm not sure who will take my place next week, but look, if you guys could just if Angelina can get rid of the country bears, Star Tours has been there forever, and yes, they reshaped it, right? But if they could pick it up and move it into the new Star Wars area, they would, but they can't. So let's get rid of it, because I mean, the new pilot the ship attraction is the same damn ride. It is. It just is. Only better. So why do you need this one? Put in a Wally and Eve attraction. That's all I ask of all of you. There. Okay. If you want to mute me now, that's fine.
I am so hurt. I am so hurt. I love Star Tours. I love it. It's jerky. It's fun. I like that they keep updating it. Geez, we rode it in Disneyland, and they had the new scenes from episode 9 in it. Newest Rob Collier, new Cosmic Reid co-host. We have a position opening as of next Monday. I
gotta be honest with you. I thought you would be putting Hollywood last, so I wasn't even worried about it because I didn't think we'd get there. But thank you.
Now you got to sit here for half hour.
I think that if all of you could just go to sleep with this in your heart and think on it, that you would see what I'm coming from. I'm sorry, man. You are not going to tell me that Country Bears has to go away, but this has to stay just because of it's like nostalgia. I mean, because they keep building on Star Wars. I mean, the Star Wars attractions keep getting better. Now it's Body Wars, Chris. It's Body Wars.
No, it's not. Well, I mean, it is, but it's not. It is. Look at
It is.
Ara said I was the rebel spy once. That's like life goals for me, is being the rebel spy. I try to act cool with it. You were the rebel spy, and you wanted
the rebel spy, and I still want to
get out of here.
That is how passionate I am.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Jose, we missed a super chat here from Jose.
Yeah, JD.
JD said, get rid of Indiana Jones, the Epic Stunt Spectacular. And I think we just had another super chat. My computer is not. There we go.
Robert.
My man, let me tell you something. Robert D, drinks on me, man, when the hashtag Team Cosmic meetup happens. Absolutely. Thank you. And you know I love the
Cheyenne
This is going to divide the whole group.
I no. We're gonna
have to need different sessions.
Penguin said, Chris, I was the spy a few times and my ex did a few times too. Haven't gone with the current BF, but I hope he gets to. Yeah, no kidding. I love it because it's not the same experience every time you do it. I mean, it is in a way, and you'll see some of the same scenes that you said. But I like what they keep adding new characters into these things and new scenes. And of course, it's just easy to update. Can you imagine if they were updating Body Wars all these years? Or like, well, we found this and we're going to go this way. I'm going to go this way. But
I actually got there you go. Ill on Body Wars, man. But that's I passed out.
I get physically ill on Star Tours as well. But I will. You know what, chat? I'll go on Star Tours together. We can leave Jeff behind, and I support all of you in the chat for this one.
Whoa. Oh, I go on Star Tours. I enjoy.
No. You're not invited.
Saying, I don't. Okay. You know what? I'll be in the standby line. I'll be the standby line then, and you know they're gonna put me on your car.
Single riders only.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with our luck, Star Tours is awesome. Travis, thank you so much for backing me up.
I'm gonna be like, put me in there. Yep. Put me in there with them.
Ara says the random adventures break continuity so often. Yeah, true enough they do. Cosmic Rewind Crawl. Yeah, we'll be doing that some point as well. Cheyenne said if you want me on the show, I will come on the show. So Jeff, that's I guess that's a warning to you.
Oh, it's a threat.
So
it's a threat.
It's a threat.
Jesus, gosh, Cheyenne.
I don't know if this is going to be controversial or not. Some people have mentioned it. I'll give my pick because, as usual, it's we got 17 minutes left and 2 parks to hit plus all the Twitter stuff. So we're going late. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick.
Somebody grab that bit of sound. What? I just want somebody to grab that sound the way you just did. That's who works.
You wanted a promo? We'll give you a promo there. That's it. That's it. Done. We'll save that for next week. So Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. It's a massive real estate. I don't know. I mean, and it harkens back to what the park was originally, and I loved that. I love the backlot tour. I love the magic of like going through the movie sets. They had the 101 Dalmatians set from like the Glenn Close version of that one, the 90s live action. You got to walk through that at one point as well. And the Monster Sound Show, all that, how stuff was made, and I get that that's the point of the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. I just want something new because it's big real estate, and I just something else can kind of move in there and take its spot. Maybe it's something similar to maybe it's just an updated movie, same concept, just different stuff going on. We got to cut you off
of the super chat.
What's going on?
We got to cut you off of the super chat. Ara.
I love that.
I hope am I saying the name right? I hope it's Ara.
That's what I've been saying too.
Stunt Spectacular into Marvel Stunt. I mean that is
drop.
Good idea.
Yes,
absolutely.
I actually can't believe it's not done yet, and maybe it's being done because that just makes too much sense. I mean, it covers all the branding. That's perfect.
Penguin, Chris, I have an idea. Write about movies. It'll be great. Get rid of Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, that Beauty and the Beast live on stage was another one that came up a lot on Twitter this afternoon as well when we were doing that one. Indiana Jones. Yeah, it's a massive people eater. It's true. It is.
I actually think they got rid of Beauty and the Beast. I think it's more of like an orchestra something now. I think I don't know
if it is anymore though now because they did make an agreement with Equity. I think that was the Actors Equity thing. So I think it might be going back to it now, but it's going to take some time.
That makes sense. Yep. And you know what, Ara, I completely agree. If they did like a Marvel stunt show, I mean, if Marvel belongs anywhere in Walt Disney World, that's the park to do it in, right?
Good idea.
Yeah, that would be really, really, really cool, especially with those drones that they're testing, like those flying drone, like flying animatronics. That's cool. Well, we have 2 more parks to get to. I don't. Do we save the other 2 parks for next week? Do we continue this on? Do we because we got a lot? There's a.
I feel
or
like
do
it
we
just makes
burn
too
through
much
them?
sense. No, I mean, I don't want to burn through them just because everybody has so many good ideas.
Yeah, because we could talk and talk and talk about them. So maybe we should save it for next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
all right.
What do you think,
suspense.
chat room? What do you think, chat room? I know.
Thumbs
What
up
would you
if we
get
should
rid of?
save the next
By the
2
way.
parks for next week. Yeah. We're gonna do some Twitter stuff as well.
Yeah, do the,
Yeah, I wanna hear on Twitter.
do the team Cosmic stuff. I love, by the way, that you called this. What would you get rid of at WDW? Because like you had, you know what I mean? Like you had this.
It was Labor Day.
Like, Thanos moment, and it was like
I had a beverage in a
all this,
park.
like whatever. Yeah, it was like, what would you
I
get rid of?
was having a beverage in a park. I was having a good time when I came back and went, oh, I need to make that graphic. And I said, I don't know. What do you want to get rid of in Disney? Send.
It speaks to everyone. It speaks to everyone. Send. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
All right,
so with that being
do the
said,
Team Cosmic stuff. Yeah, do the Team Cosmic
okay,
stuff.
here we
Let's
go.
see
Yeah.
We'll start with the Team Cosmic segment. Hang on. Did that play or not?
what- I mean, it's
I don't know what
started
happened
to.
there. I don't know what
Can you
happened
fire
there.
that thing
You
off
wanna,
again?
Typical
Fire that
us.
thing off?
let's try that again.
That sounded good.
No, we're just there we go. There you go.
Beautiful.
All right.
Well done.
So these were sent in via Twitter this afternoon. We asked the question, what would you want to get rid of at Walt Disney World if you had to? We're not saying you want to necessarily, but if you had to, these are the picks. So Carl Dixon says Magic Kingdom, Aladdin's Flying Carpets, Epcot, Beauty and the Beast, the Sing-Along, Hollywood Studios, Lightning McQueen, Racing Academy, and an Animal Kingdom.
Oh,
This one
yeah.
came up a ton.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Triceratops Spin. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Triceratops came up quite a bit for that one. Let's go to another one here. We got this next one from Mandy. Disney's Animal Kingdom. Either commit and make it a ride that means something or leave a hose running in the corner where you can squirt your friends. And she's talking about Cali River Rapids on that one. Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Mandy was fired up when she wrote that. She's fired up on that.
Yeah. Let's see. So then it's Disney's Hollywood Studios, Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway, Epcot's The Seas. It's missing some edutainment, according to Mandy, and Magic Kingdom. Carpets need to be ripped out, cluttered the area, and instead get it to be some Dole Whips, which there's always room for more Dole Whip space, right?
But
I like that.
I have a question about Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway because I haven't done it. I don't know if you folks have done it either.
No.
So why does
I
everyone
have
hate
not.
it? Is it because
It's
it took
amazing,
over
the hatred in
the Great Movie Ride, or is it because it's actually not good?
Both.
What does the chat
From
say?
the
I wanna
reviews,
know.
from what I've
Both.
both from what
Both.
I can tell. It's got Mayor O'Bear on Twitter. Dinosaur, Beauty and the Beast live on stage, Pixar Film Festival in Epcot, and the Swiss Family Treehouse. Interesting choice there.
Oh.
We have Alyssa saying Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor in Epcot, the Grand Fiesta Tour. So Coco can replace it. Animal Kingdom, Dinosaur, and Hollywood Studios, Lightning McQueen's Racers Academy once again. Ara, who's joining us in the chat as well tonight. Magic Kingdom, Country Bears put it out of its misery.
Wait, who said that?
Epcot.
Oh,
Ara
that's
said that.
right. This is where I saw her. Oh man, I was like,
Epcot,
all right.
nothing. The park needs every attraction it can get. Bring back British Revolution instead over in UK.
Ooh,
Disney's Hollywood
yes.
Studios, Voyage
All
of the Little Mermaid. Time for something new.
Mhm.
And Disney's Animal Kingdom, Dino Land, all of it. Gotta say that last one hurts just a little bit, but
That
there you
does
go.
hurt. That hurts us.
I'm
And,
sorry.
yeah, Angelina has as the former cast member in Dino Land, and me with the former voice stuff that happened. Yeah, that's it's a little hard to hear, but
We
you know what?
understand.
Everyone's entitled to their own. There's a lot of Dino Land stuff, so get ready. We're going to see more of that probably right away. Engaged guy, I believe that's Rob on Twitter in the chat. MK, Mickey's PhilharMagic just needs something new. Epcot, Frozen Ever After, bring back Maelstrom. Disney's Hollywood Studios, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, bring back the Great Movie Ride, and retheme and update it. Animal Kingdom, Triceratops spin, just because. Next one is Wishful Thinking. Now this is cool. Wishful Thinking went through like all or most of the parks, not Paris, I don't think. So Disney's California Adventure, Mater's Junkyard Jamboree, Disneyland, Snow White Scary Adventures, Animal Kingdom, Dinosaur, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular, Epcot, Mission Space, Magic Kingdom, Tomorrowland Speedway, Disneyland, Explorer Canoes, and Tokyo Disney Sea, Jasmine's Flying Carpets, which I imagine is just like
the same thing. Yeah.
Aladdin's Flying Carpets, but
It's
Jasmine's Flying Carpets because why not? Yeah.
Can I just say that, was it Rob? Rob just said we need an off-kilter cover band like during their.
Oh, yeah. I'd do that.
So I think that would be amazing. Okay. So when we get to Epcot, I guess either next week or in 5 minutes, let's add that. So go ahead.
Yeah, we're not doing it in 5 minutes. So, all right. Moving on with some more Twitter here. So Freddie on Twitter says, MK, Tomorrowland Speedway, Animal Kingdom, Triceratops Spin, Epcot, Journey into Imagination with Figments, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Rock and Roller Coaster.
Whoa, Freddie. Wow, Freddie comes out of nowhere with that, huh? Wow.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it's big. There's
we don't agree at all. We don't agree at all.
Let me tell you something. I saw actually a lot more. So can we just do quick? We will probably save this for next week. I'm not the captain of the ship, but it seems to be going that way, seeing as how we are running out of time. What's the chat room? Well, here we go. The chat room's already doing it by themselves. The chat room thing about Figment, because I saw a lot of. It's funny because people comment on Twitter, but then they don't come to the show on Monday to back it up. Have you noticed that?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, like people would be like, "Oh, Figment," and then, but like, I don't see any Figment haters here. Yeah, no touch Figment. Except for Archfox.
Save Dreamfinder hashtag. Yep.
David said Figment is the park's mascot. Yeah. You don't see what other character can they put in Food and Wine? What other character can they do for Flower and Garden?
Well, that's a great
they don't
point.
have anyone. Figment.
Angelina. By the way, if you want to upset Angelina, definitely say they need to get rid of Figment. That's it.
Oh yeah.
That is a hot button issue. Hot button issue.
I will leave.
Kids.
We'll be doing Epcot next week. Let's move on with a couple more Twitter ones here. This is Castaway RJ. I know RJ joining us in the chat this evening. Magic Kingdom, Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid. Epcot, Frozen Ever After, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Alien Swirling Saucers, and Animal Kingdom. Ooh. Once again, it's the popular one there, Triceratops Spin. Next one is from Wrigley at WDW, says, I choose to snap my fingers and remove Bob Chapek. He is the top executive, but I still consider him a cast member. And since cast members are part of the attraction, his words, I choose to remove the CCM, the chief cast member. There you go. Interesting choice. Choice.
That is a good one. I do appreciate that they went outside the box for that. Like, I really enjoyed that. I was like, that's a good one. I'm like, there's no rules.
If there's comments or questions, show ideas for us, please send an email, chris@wwnt.com. I would love to respond to those, get those on, get your ideas, and find out ways to interact more with you in the chat as well. We've tried to kind of up the game here at stuff that we're doing on the show, and we always appreciate you having with us, even if it is a somewhat controversial topic as it was tonight. And we thank you for sticking around with us as well. We're not out of time yet. We do have 5 minutes left. We do have 2 more parks to get to, which again, just like always, this always happens. So we'll get to those parks in just a little bit, but not today. What's going on?
This was crazy though. Did you not think that? I mean, like I came in very positive that we were going to get through all 4 parks.
Oh no, I definitely knew we weren't.
You didn't? Well, last week we did it.
No. No, but this is different because this is everyone's real passionate about everything. So we have to talk about it for like 15 minutes. Yeah. So it's going to happen next week too. Yeah.
Well, I definitely think that, I mean, doing the legacy park of, Magic Kingdom. I mean, everyone knows we need to get rid of Flight of Passage at Animal Kingdom. Isn't that right, guys? For next week.
No, don't say that. Stop it. Bad Jeff.
Okay.
Just stop it.
Thanks everyone for coming.
No, we're not done. We're not. Hang on. We got business to do. All right. First off, we have a very big.
Can we do a hashtag
That's
Team Cosmic?
Coming up in a second. I got the lineup. Hang on a second here. We got to do something first.
I don't know. We didn't do it for
We never do. Thanks for joining us about 5 minutes before showtime, Jeff.
I'm sorry.
We have some big shows coming up in October that we want you to join us for as well. So we'll be doing more Halloween costumes, dressing up, doing different parks, Halloween parties, parks. What do you guys? I missed the chat. $5, Melissa. I've never seen so much passion and an up from us. Way to go, Team Cosmic. Everyone really got close to the mic at one point as well.
Thank
you very much, Melissa. Always appreciate that. Thank you so very much. Now, before we we're almost be the air here in a second, but as always, want to shout out to the that are here, and you can join that as well. You can go to patreon.com/WDWNT, and for as little as $2 a month, you can join the Wigs and get extra features from WDW News Today. You get extra post shows and all that kind of good stuff. So make sure that you check it out, patreon.com/WDWNT. And now we usually do the Wigs roll call. Here it comes in. We got Penguin, we got Mandy, we got Alyssa, we got Michael, and
I see David,
Penguin, and Thomas, Carl there as well, and Mandy. Thank you all so much for tuning in. My name is Stitch as well. Rob, Chad as well. You know what? So this episode was a little bit Michael as well. Robert D, thank you so much. Good night, Jared. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Jared.
Yeah, you know what? This show was bound to be a little bit controversial. And of course, as you know, we have only touched on 2 of the 4 parks because things can get heated, and it did in a good way, though. We had a good conversation. Cheyenne, thank you so much for tuning in as well. Please tell your dad to come back if he didn't. We're all
Horatio, we love you.
Horatio, I'm so sorry, man. Like, should I send him a card or a gift basket? Does he need a gift basket or something?
You know what? Wrestling Feathers is kind of fun sometimes. We all share, though, again, that big passion for Walt Disney World, and that's why we're here, and that's why you're here, and we appreciate you joining us every single week right here on Cosmic Read Live. We're going to have fun next week. We will do this again. If not next week, then in a couple of weeks, maybe we should just simmer for a week and let things sit for a little while. Right? Penguin, thank you so much for joining us. Totally appreciate that as well. Yeah, it's a little bit feisty at times, but again, that's what made it fun, right? So we'll be doing that in just a little bit, guys. Is there anything else you want to say before we throw it off here?
Well, next week, I swear, if someone brings up Figment, we're gonna have a talking. We gonna have a talking.
I saw Thomas says simmer down now. But so the way, but again, the Team Cosmic roll call here is amazing. We love when you interact with us all week long, Chris, and you've been doing great with this. And so have you, Angelina, man. It's really fun because it continues what we're doing all week. on like kind of other platforms, man. You know what I mean? Like Alyssa cooks like a beautiful meal and like we'll like post a picture and it's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So
we do have some more fun shows coming up where we will ask for your photos as well. Again, anything you can send to Chris at wwnt.com. I would love to hear from you. Dad's sticking out his tongue at you three, Cheyenne. Well, hopefully that won't last all week, but we appreciate you tuning in. And as always, if you haven't done so yet, you can also support the show just by giving a simple thumbs up just below the video as well. We always appreciate that. And your time we'll be back next week, likely talking more of these controversial Disney picks. Stay tuned to Twitter as well at Cosmic Reid. I'll give you all the show information and preview stuff on that one as well. Of course, check it out at wwnt.com. We usually post a story a few hours before the show, so you can find out what's coming up that way as well. So for Jeff and Angelina, I'm Cosmic Chris Reid. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been another fantastic night. We always appreciate you having you join us as well. Can't wait to do it again next Monday once again at 9 p.m. Eastern. For Jeff and Angelina, I'm Cosmic Chris Reid. Stay safe and have a magical
Mandy just got you with an as well.
Of course.